city.
A what? Okay, we're going to work. Ooh, look at that, bro. You dark.
I'm black.
You black.
I'm black. I'm like navy blue, black.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and come with me to Helsinki, Finland for work. Alright, so this is my friend Tinashe. He was taking me to the airport, and trust me, with this guy we have the most stupidest conversations ever that you can ever think of, but we're really good friends. So he was taking me to the airport. He always does. Before we got to the airport, we had to pass by my workplace just to collect a few things that I needed for my trip, and from there we went straight to the airport. We was talking all the way. I didn't even see how long the journey was to the airport.
You're showing out whack.
Bro, you're not helping. Okay, I spent my life trying to be a nice Shona person.
Nah, don't be. Boss, you're showing out whack, like that. Like
This was supposed to be reversed. The devil now to say it's over for you.
I got a feeling.
So this is the highlight of how our journey to the airport was like. I was excited because I was going to Europe for the first time. Yes, yeah, that's right. I mean, I've been to the US and other parts of the world, but I hadn't been to Europe. So I was so excited to go to Europe and see whatever I was expecting to see. What was I expecting to see? That's a very good question because I also don't know. I was just happy, I guess. And finally arrived at the airport and Tinashe dropped me and he had to go back. Now I was just alone, getting bored. I mean, I had to do everything by myself. My friend had gone back. Oh my goodness. But anyways, that couldn't stop me. I went on to do my check-in and everything, and this is how everything went like. After checking in and getting my boarding pass, I had to go to my boarding gate to wait for the plane. My boss was waiting for me there, but you know, the distance was long, so I had to walk and get to the gate, which is not really my favorite part. And the other thing was that I was so excited because I was using Qatar Airways for the first time again. Qatar Airways had always been on my bucket list. I mean, I always tick all the airlines that I've used, and Qatar, by this time, Qatar Airways one was next on my list. I was so excited when I found out I was using Qatar Airways. But anyways, next is Emirates. But on this journey, I used Qatar Airways, and then the next one that I used was Finnair. So let's go. After a long flight, we finally arrived in Doha, Qatar. Oh my goodness, the airport was so beautiful. It was so breathtaking. I just couldn't stop looking around. The problem was that it was so busy. It was so busy. One thing I loved is that I didn't have to take out my laptops and everything. I just had to put my bags on the check-in and I just had to be checked in and go away. That was my favorite part. Otherwise, it was so busy but beautiful. Sadly, it was just a short layover. After an hour or so, it was time to board to Finland, which was our final destination. After long hours of flying from Tohar to Helsinki, I was super tired. Time zones started catching up with me. I was catching a cold. I was tired. Everything was just happening to me. And to make matters worse, I was welcomed by a chilly weather. Oh my goodness, it's not a good time to travel around that time to Europe. But anyways, it is what it is. We got to Helsinki safely. We did everything, went through customs and whatnot, all that laborious stuff. And after everything, it was time to go to our hotel. We found one of our colleagues already waiting for us at the airport, and they took us to our hotel. And yeah, this was my journey to Helsinki. Just wait and see what happened in a week in Helsinki. I'll post my next vlog called A Week in Helsinki. Bye.